When you're back, how are you feeling? Is there any nervousness going into tonight?
Yeah, for sure. It's been a while, so lots of emotions, mostly excitement, but definitely some nerves. And it's been a while since waking up and having a game day, so it feels good. It feels right. I'm just excited to be back with this group in here, and it's been a long time, but super excited. And I'm sure there's going to be some nerves. There already is. So, yeah.
Any expectations tonight for yourself?
No, I mean, I'm not trying to put too much, on my plate. I'm just trying to go out, play my game. Obviously, find the role in the team, and I think for myself, just bring what I can bring and what I've done my whole career. So I feel ready, feel good to go, and just come back in and bring that leadership, that hard game that I play, and go from there.
Considering the way that your injury happened, the unfortunate timing, all that stuff, all the season you've had to miss, to be able to come back and still have, I think it's 26, 27 games. This team is in the playoff chase. I mean, in a way, do you feel fortunate they were at least be able to get back for this last stretch? Right?
Oh, big time. I mean, when it happened, you're looking at the schedule. You don't really know, how long the injury is going to take. But obviously, when the last few months we've been, trying to get back, definitely for this game. With the break, obviously it gives us an extra 2 weeks. I think could have been ready a little earlier without the break. But here we are, and this is one we wanted to get to, and obviously the spot we're in it just pushes you to get back even more. Obviously, just watching these guys battle all year, so I'm just excited to get back out there with them and join them in that. And it's been a long road, but not looking behind now, just looking ahead. And it's going to be less than 2 months here, finish the year, where each game's huge for us, and it's only going to get bigger. So good time to come back and jump right into it with these guys. So I'm excited.
I know that you guys have to buckle down and make it shift to shift or game to game. I mean, that's just the way it goes when you're in this situation. But what would it mean? You're one of the few guys in this locker room that knows what it was like to be in the playoffs with this team. What would it mean to this organization to be able to get this done and get this team back in the playoffs this year?
Mean a lot. I think that's our goal, and we have 26 games. We're in a fight right now to get in, and it's credit to everybody in this room that's battled their asses off all year, and you guys can see it, and the way we're playing for each other, up and down our lineup. So for us, we're just keep chipping away here. We're not looking too far ahead, like you said. I think this is a big game coming off a break, and we'll go from there. But the games are only going to get bigger. We know that, and it's a sprint here with less than 2 months, like I said, and a lot of big games. So it's exciting for us as a group. Where that's what you want to be in. That's what you want to play for, and for us to be in that spot is great for this group right now, and we just want to take that next step.
You're a veteran now. You're not old by any means, but is it you were once one of the young bucks in this room? Is it fun for you to see the young group and how much they've grown and how much they're kind of pushing this team as well?
Yeah, big time. I mean, they've been doing it all year, and I can go up and down the list. There's quite a few guys that have taken a big step this year for us, and it's huge for our group. And it doesn't surprise any of us just the way they approach the game and how good of teammates they are, and the work they put in. And obviously they're continue to build on young careers that we need obviously in here, and they're helping us out big time. And I think everybody's taken a step. That's why it's hard to mention names, but obviously a lot of guys have stepped up this year, and we'll continue to get better as well.
If you think back to training camp, the last time you were fully a part of things, what's your biggest observation or takeaway from how this group came together, considering the starting point for everyone at the start of the season? As you watched when you were out, what was the biggest takeaway for how it all has happened here so far?
Yeah, that's a tough one, just one takeaway. I mean, there's so much with this group, and like you said, the way the year started, and it brought us closer together, and we continue to play for Johnny each and every day, and he's a part of this group, and I'm just proud of the way guys have come together, played for each other. I think you see that on the ice, but also in the room and away from the rink. But guys care. Guys are going to do what it takes to win, and I think it's just a testament to everybody in here that's bought into that, and it has a good feeling in this room, and right from training camp, and we're continuing it on. So for me personally, it's been hard sitting out watching it and not being a part of it. So you just try to be a part of it as much as you can. But obviously the main focus was to get healthy, to get to this point and help them out. So I'm just looking forward to battling with them like they've done all year for each other. So I just want to be a part of that.
Any anxiousness just about, like first game of the year, jitters, those kind of things?
Yeah, lots of that for sure. I mean, it's all normal. It's all good. Ton of excitement, but definitely some nervousness and anxiousness, especially with the break being 2 weeks and knowing that hopefully this day was coming, and so thinking about it a lot, but definitely ready for it and happy in the spot I'm in, to come back and join these guys. So definitely been thinking about this for a long time, and for it to be here, just enjoying the moment, get back out there, and yeah, it was a great day waking up today for sure.
And how much of a kind of an odd added bonus is it to have Fliggy on the other side of the ice tonight? That's kind of cool for both of you, I think, right?
Yeah, we definitely, have played together for a long time, and anytime we get to play against each other, it's pretty cool. Catching up with him last night, and a good friend and a mentor earlier in my career for me, and getting to be able to sit beside him, his whole time here in Columbus with me. So I, definitely still take a lot from Nicky, and it's always good to see him. Like I said, good friend and mentor, and he's been doing great there, and it was good catching up with him last night. And as far as when the puck drops, it doesn't really matter, but otherwise, yeah, it was great seeing him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's the time of year right now where teams are fighting for points, so I'm expecting a pretty good game tonight. Guys are rested. I'd expect a lot of energy on both teams.
What was the emotions of that final game?
Yeah, it was intense. I mean, it was probably the most fun I've had playing a hockey game ever. I think just the atmosphere leading up to it, the excitement, the build-up, the crowd, just everything involved in it. I think the overtime, it's unfortunate we lose, but I think just how it all played out was incredible. So it's fortunate to be a part of it.
Was this a level of frustration going through the team with those Matthews attempts not going in, knowing that it was like a really tense back and forth game?
Yeah, there was no frustration. I mean, I think we had chances. I thought for the majority of the second half of the game, we probably had more chances than them, more grade A's at least. And Bennington played well, made some saves, and just didn't go our way. But yeah, no, I mean, Austin usually, if you look back at his history for him, he puts those in. So it is what it is. It's just part of the game.
See, how tough is the transition, just a day off between that game and getting back to it here? What have the last 48 hours been like?
It's been good. I mean, like I said, it was probably the most fun hockey game I've ever played. The whole atmosphere was incredible. Yesterday was kind of a tough day with travel and getting back here and getting settled in. Definitely a little bit tired, but I'm also really excited to get back with the guys here. I love these guys, and we're in a fun spot in the season right now with the playoff race, and excited to get back in front of our fans tonight. So I think yesterday was pretty tough, but today I'm ready to go again.
You didn't skate today. Did you think about skating just to get acclimated, or you still wouldn't?
Get acclimated too. It's just hockey. Yeah, going out there and playing a game tonight. So need some rest for sure. Take this morning off, play tonight, take tomorrow off, see how I feel Monday. But no, I'm excited to go. And like I said, we're at a fun part of the season right now, and these points mean a lot. So I'm ready to get back out there with the guys.
Did you hear in the third period in that game the Johnny Hockey chants? Did that make its way to the ice?
Yeah, I think there was a few Johnny Hockey chants maybe earlier than the third too. I heard it quite a bit throughout the game. There was definitely more than once. Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, probably the most, the coolest crowd I've been a part of, the coolest atmosphere, and to hear his name being chanted, I thought it was incredible for our group, for everyone, for hockey, for him and his family, and just a cool moment for sure to see that.
So you come back here and Boone's in the lineup. Just we all know what he means to the team. What does it mean to actually have it happening tonight?
Yeah, it's awesome. He's our heartbeat. He's our leader. He's the guy that kind of drives it all for us. So we're extremely happy to have him back. I think when he went down earlier in the year, our mindset was to play meaningful games when he got back, and that's exactly what we're doing. So it makes it even more special and more important. But really happy for him. He's worked hard for this, and yeah, we're happy for him tonight.
Always fun to go up against Seth Jones.
Yeah, I always like going up against Jonesy. Grabbed dinner with him last night with Booner, and one of my best friends in hockey. So I always love playing against Jonesy.
He's been public with a trade request. Start trying to convince him to come back here.
No, I haven't yet, but obviously I'd be open to it. I loved playing with him, and as a friend, most importantly, we're close. So. Yeah, I mean, I hope whatever he's dealing with works itself out. But he's a hell of a player, and yeah, I wish him all the best.
Yeah, whenever we talk to Seth, I mean, he brings you up a lot. Like, what is like? Why do you think you guys are so close together? Like, what do you bond over?
Yeah, I think we were just similar players, thought the game the same way. We were at a time in our lives, especially me. I was a young guy in this league, and I looked up to him in a lot of ways, and on the ice, but especially off the ice as well. How he carries himself, how he approaches the game, how he treats people. I learned a lot from Jonesy. So, I think we just became super close over those years and have kept in touch since. And we have a lot of the same interests, same friends, same, think the game the same way. So we've kind of always been alike in a lot of ways. And I feel like that's what kind of, makes us close as friends.
He's dealt with some backlash from fans in Chicago almost from the start because of the contract and everything. What do you think about that? And like, does he ever kind of lean on you sometimes for like just support?
No, I haven't talked to him about that. I mean, he's a hell of a player. He's shown that for a number of years in this league. I don't want to speak on the situation there in Chicago or what he's going through, but he's a guy that I know can be a difference maker in this league. He knows it. The league knows it. I think he's actually played really well this last stretch here. He's played really good hockey. I've been keeping up with it, and fans are fans, and they have their opinions on certain things and contracts and whatnot. But I know what he brings to that room, and the guys around him, and he did that here for a number of years. And I still think very highly of him. I think he's one of the best players in the league, or can be one of the best players in the league. And so yeah, like I said, I wish him all the best with whatever ends up happening with him.
Zach, you and time for one or two more. You and Boone are two of the only guys I think in this room. There's not many who remember what it was like to make the playoffs, make a playoff push with this team. I know you have to think game by game right now to get there, but like if you guys were to ultimately get there down the stretch, what would it mean to this organization at this point to make it this season?
It'd mean a lot. I mean, it's been a number of years since we've made it, and I feel like with how we've played this year, things we've gone through as a group, injuries, it'd be an awesome story for sure, and it'd be awesome for this group to experience that. I think right now for us, the position we're in, I think guys are going to learn a lot about how hard the league is and how hard it is to make it, and I think that's great for our group. This is our playoffs right now to get to the playoffs. These next 26 games or whatever we have left are all playoff games for us. So I think for our group, for our young guys, for everyone in this locker room that's going to be here long term, it's an important 26 games, and we're going to learn a lot about ourselves, and just excited to go through it with everyone.
You are in the prime of your career right now. You were once one of these young guys that you see around here. How much fun has it been for you to just kind of see how much they've grown and how much they keep growing and pushing this team?
It's been awesome. I think, I still feel like I'm young, but, unfortunately I am in the prime of my career, and I'm a little bit older than a lot of these guys here. I think for us in this situation too, it's trying to help these guys and help them understand, what we're going to go through these next 26 games. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be different than the first 55 or whatever games we've played. But it's been a lot of fun seeing how much these guys have grown from the start of the year till now. I mean, guys have taken huge steps, huge strides. They're a big reason why we're having success this season, and now it's our job to help them in these situations to, make sure they're playing even better and giving us more. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to get out there tonight with the guys and battle, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I'm excited for it.
Just one more. Just one more. Four Nations, if I may. Four Nations brought so much attention, so many eyes to hockey. How do you want to see the league and the players capitalize on all this attention?
I guess I haven't thought about that too much. I mean, I think it took. It's probably got more attention than anyone would have thought. I haven't really thought about what the league should do with it now. I think the event was great. Like I said, it was probably the most fun I've had playing hockey ever. I think for the league, they have to find ways to continue to do that. I know next year's the Olympics, and then a few years after that's the World Cup again. And, you can't just do this every year, right? I think that part of the excitement was that it hasn't happened in a while. So it's one of those things where I'm sure they're talking behind the scenes on how they're going to, find ways to capitalize on it, because right now is a great time for hockey, I think, after this Four Nations and what we just showed. But, I guess I haven't really thought about what I'd like to see from the league. I'm sure as the time goes on, we'll think more about it, and as players around the league, we'll talk more about it for sure.
So did you get a sense from guys in the room here that they were, even the Canadians were watching and rooting for you during that tournament? You personally, I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we're a close group in here, so I talked to quite a few guys throughout the tournament, and I always got the feeling that guys were rooting for me. I understand country pride, and guys are going to root for, where they're from, but it was nice to have the support from the guys in this room. That's really all I care about is the guys in here and in this organization, and wanted to win for the USA, of course, but at the same time wanted to make this team proud and show what guys in Columbus can do, and I think I did that, and just happy to have the support from everyone in this room.
Thanks.
Dean, what has been your experience with teams coming back from long layoffs, all-star breaks, Olympic breaks, that kind of stuff?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Sports, I don't know. Like,
You worry about the start?
huh?
You worry about the start, always?
Well, the way we started practice yesterday, we talked about it. Yeah. I think you're always a little bit, hopeful that we did the right things the last 3 days, that they've did the right things as athletes for a few weeks, that they're ready to go. But ultimately, it's our job to get them ready as coaches, and then clearly there's onus on the player to be prepared. We've talked again a lot about who, where, when we play. The puck's dropped, we play hard. We expect our group to do that here tonight when the puck is dropped.
Dean, how much time did you spend downtime during the break, and how much time did you spend as the coach trying to plan how this is going to go these first few games?
Coaches never turn off. Like, we're always working. Simple as that.
Your lineup tonight, and Werenski was not out there. Will he play tonight?
Yep. Text with him yesterday. Obviously, we didn't. I think I mentioned it the other day, but nobody didn't want to talk to him obviously through the tournament. But just we sent him a text and just said, "You do whatever you want as long as you're there when the puck's dropped."
And then will Boone and Marchenko be in tonight?
Yep.
And LeBate as well?
Yep.
And Merzlikins in net.
Yep.
There you go. Got all of them.
Jesus. Yeah,
got every last one of them. 100%.
100%.
But with LeBate, a little bit of a different player than Puccia. Are you going to come out maybe a little bit of a different look? Do you want to be more physical out there, knowing that the games are going to get more tight, more playoff-like?
It's a good question. Did we do that with a conscious effort for that thought process with that? No. It's a player that we haven't seen yet, and it's a player that's earned the right to get the call up when we had a position open. Listen, we debated hard on Del Bell, Tuna, and then we communicated obviously with Clarkey and Trent and his group, and then ultimately made the decision to have LeBate come in, and we're looking forward to seeing him play. Yeah, he's a good sized guy. He's a physical guy, a guy that works his butt off. So yeah, we're excited to see him play here tonight.
Dean, who would you guess is more excited about Boone today, Boone or the coaching staff?
Probably Boone, but he's a pretty calm guy. It seems like it. And yeah, we were actually chatting this morning, and he hasn't played a game yet here, like this year, right? Regular, like he played a couple preseasons. So yeah, I mean, are we all excited? Yeah, I mean, to have again, not only a quality hockey player in our lineup, we have a quality person and a fantastic, great leader in our locker room. So are we all excited? 100%.
You mentioned communicating with Zach. Is he at the rink this morning? Have you had a face-to-face with him?
No, I haven't seen him yet. I haven't swooped through, but he did text that he didn't know if he's going to go on the ice, but he would be here for the meetings. And typical of him, right? You tell him to be here for the drop of the puck, but he's going to be here for the meetings and getting prepared as he does as the consummate pro that he's shown and that he is.
Have you thought about what a challenging sort of change he's going through here, just joining that team, being at such a high level and settling back into a new environment, a playoff race still, like,
Yeah,
but just how...
honestly, Portside, hockey's hockey, right? It's dimensions are the same, right? He just, is trading his jersey and, the game's the game. Listen, what he's showing us and you guys and everybody is that he is a pro and just goes about his business. I don't expect him to change anything and just be the exact same as he played here prior to going there and how he played there. If you watched any games, and I didn't watch it as closely as I did that last game, but it was like standing on the bench watching him. He just did all those little things right. Obviously the points were there through the tournament and all that, which they're there with us too. But you saw those little things that he does to help his team have success. He'll continue to do that here. Thanks, crew.